to the Nexus for a special flashback episode as we look at a special issue. This is the USS Venture from Star Trek Into Darkness. It's a Dreadnought class. I'm going to go through the magazine first. We have got the ship as well. Don't worry, I've not got the ship. I have got the ship, but there's a few interesting things that I want to discuss through the magazine as we go through it. There's a picture there. Now, obviously, we're going through a lot of the old magazines on Flashback. If this is the first Flashback you've seen, we've done lots. Make sure you click to subscribe. So let's just delve straight in. Now, this is supposed to be the alternate timeline, the Kelvin timeline, as it's been known as. So it's a Dreadnought class. It's a Section 31 ship. Now, the reason I say Section 31 is because this ship reminds me of Discovery a lot. And I now wonder why I like Discovery. I'm going to point that out. I'm just going to put that out there. I like Discovery. I like all forms of Star Trek. I don't really see the hate behind it. I think we should just enjoy it for what it is, not for what it should be, if you know what I mean. But yeah, there is lots and lots of design aspects of this ship in Discovery. We'll go through it on the model, but we'll also go through it on the magazine as well. So obviously Star Trek Discovery, especially season 2, sort of circles around Section 31. This ship is a Section 31 ship, and it just has a lot of design elements on it from Discovery. But yeah, there's not a lot of in-universe information. We obviously know that it's there, and Khan and all that's there as well. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen it, go see it. But yeah, then we come on to design aspects. So there's a lot of these sort of aggressive, gothic-y looking ships designs that they came up with, a lot of holes in, and it can part and stuff like that. But yeah, going back to the Discovery aspect is one, the bridge element on these, and the nacelles as well, and we'll take a closer look at that as well, and also the bridge as well. There's all these sort of these little hints on this that I just think that they've taken a lot of it from Discovery. They've taken a lot from the new Star Trek movies. So we'll have a look at these. So firstly is the bridge. So the bridge is in the centre, but it's sort of suspended. It's sort of separate, if you know what I mean. And also the engines are a dead giveaway. The Section 31 ships have this sort of black grey metallic hull, but the engines are also very, very similar to the Venture's engines. They're sort of encased, elongated, but like square, if you know what I mean. And yeah, obviously this is huge. This ship's massive, and it's armed to the teeth, but it is a Section 31 ship. Now I'm wondering whether they've done the design aspect for Discovery of this ship for Section 31. They've just said it's got to look like a Section 31 ship, and they've immediately looked at the Venture and they've just gone, yeah, we'll copy it, so to speak. I'm not entirely sure, but there, here we go through the aspects of the design. So it has a lot of the hidden. So yeah, so through the design process here, so they wanted stuff to look very similar, like, you know, the back of a Lambo and stuff like that. But it's also got lots of these hidden things that we didn't really see in the movie. Obviously, a deflector dish can be hidden, so there's like panels that hides it away down here. The engines as well, they sort of have these little flaps that move, so the sort of boost side collectors can be protected. It also has these sort of phaser weapon balls that sort of can fire out, and they sort of fire in all directions similar to that, and they can be fired out and they go off like little drones sort of thing. It's familiar for Discovery. And then obviously it's Fate, where it crashed into Earth. Yeah, but without further ado, let's take a closer look. So this is the Adventure from Star Trek Into Darkness, and as you can see, it's a fairly big model, and it's very, very difficult to get in into the stand. You have to sort of angle it in and then push it back, and it does sit really nicely. But yeah, you cannot sort of see the size of it, so it's fairly big, as you can see on my hands here. Yeah, so like I said, it's got a lot of Star Trek Discovery elements to it. I love the bits as well that it's got sliced out the hole here, and it's got this sort of black digital, the Artec digital camo thing here. So yeah, it's got the same sort of black, grey look as Section 31 ships in Discovery. Also as well, these engines. I'm gonna just show you these. Now they look very ominous, but they also look like the ones, slightly like the ones from Star Trek Discovery as well. But let's not dwell on the fact of the Star Trek Discovery. Let's get straight into it. So it's fairly detailed. The bridge section here is open, and you can sort of make out the bridge there. It's got a lot of detailing bits on it actually, so it looks very plain from the top. Obviously it's supposed to have this sort of stealthy action. Also as well, it's worth pointing out that the nacelles are not straight, as you can see just there. This one's up higher and this one's down lower. A little bit annoyed, but it's not too noticeable when it's on display. So it looks very plain from the top. Actually, a lot of the detailing is actually underneath. So we'll flip it around, and as you can see, we've got a lot of more detail here. As you can see, there's a lot more detail, but it's here is where a lot of the detail is. So we have the deflector dish, which is the it's got like the light plastic in there. So if you can see that. We also get the balls, these weapon turret balls that fire out little drone things here. Either side there's a lot of there's quite a bit of detail on there. The engines, let's have a look at the engines. So the engines have this light blue plastic in the middle there. That has it on the ends as well. You can just about make it out. There's a little bit just down in there, and along the front as well. I'm trying to angle it so you can see it. But yeah, it's like a light, because it's covered, it makes it very dark, but it is this light blue sort of plastic in there, which is nice. Like I said, overall it's a nice ship. It's a nice size. If you like the specials, because they're like delving into the Star Trek films of late, and this just sits really really well, especially for Into Darkness. Like I said, it's got this more digital camo on the hull and the engines that it has on the, it's more of the Artec look, but this is much more of a digital camo look that you would find on military craft and stuff like that. But yeah, tell me what you think. Do you think it's got design elements of Star Trek Discovery? I think it does. I think this, I mean, if you plonk this into the Star Trek Discovery universe, it wouldn't look out of place. It would look straight like that for Section 31. But anyway, tell me what you think. I like it. It's a really nice design. It's big as well. Yeah, I like it. I like the way it's got these sections cut out as well, which is really nice. It's also got some detailing inside as well. Also as well, it's worth pointing out, we're saying Star Trek Discovery and stuff like that. This ship can actually operate on its own. It can be automated or controlled, which is or can be operated by a single crewman. Sound familiar if you're into Starship Discovery? Anyway, that is the Venture. Thank you for watching this special flashback episode, and we'll see you at the next video.